Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. Bad lighting here in the morning. I have no lights, no electricity. Third day, 3.5 days. It's going to be many more. We have water starting back here. As you know, Hurricane Ida was very bad. All right, so in this taste challenge, I can't do it at dawn because it would be in the dark, worse than normal. We got Delacore Napoleon Brandy VSOP, very smooth old pale, bottled in Missouri by Luxco. The competitor is Brandy de Jerez, Fundador Solera Reserva from Pedro Domecq. This is imported, obviously. Now, Pedro Domecq was established in 1730, but the Fundador brandy, I believe, hit the market in I don't have notes right now, I can't access any notes. The 1870s, Delacour 1988, I remember that. D for Delacour. Okay, so this is the other brandy. We have just a trickle of water right now, so it'll take a day or so for the pressure to get back, if it does get back. Now, when I did the solo review of Delacore, I was surprised because it was only $11.99 for the liter bottle. I got it at Savannah discount, but it ended up tasting pretty good. And the Fundador, I bought at the same place, Savannah discount, for $13.99 about a year ago. All right. Okay, same level. Can hear generators running. That'll be going on for, could be a month. Could be October. And if I upload this, it'll be at someone else's house, obviously, that has a generator. I don't have one. Now, the appearance was the same, the tan or copper appearance. It smells like distilled wine that's aged in oak. I mean, literally what it smells like a wine, if you can imagine, turned into liquor aged in oak. And that's what wine is. I mean, that's what brandy is, sort of like grape whiskey, or we could say whiskey is like grain brandy. I think brandy's been around longer than whiskey, so you've got brandy and you've got grain-based brandy whiskey. Of course, the Americans made a lot of whiskey because grain was more easily accessible in America, corn, basically, and that's why they focus on bourbon. Some grapes and apple brandy, Johnny Appleseed and all that, apple brandy became big in America. Maybe a little lighter on the nose here, but honestly, appearance and aroma is about the same. Let's go with the taste. Now, Pedro Domecq has many different levels. That's the base level. I don't think we get any of the others, but the 12-year, the 25-year, and all that fancy stuff. We just get Fundador, and you'd be lucky if you find that. Same thing. Grape based, almost like a little caramel and chocolate. And tannins from like the grape skins and the oak. It's pretty simple. This one, it's got a little more of the toffee They don't contain any toffee or chocolate or anything. It's grapes that are fermented with yeast, and then they're distilled and they're aged in oak barrels, and they have coloring added. This one has a little more of the toffee though, and I believe I remember the Delacore having that flavor. And New Orleans restaurants like Galatoire's, Broussard's, etc., they offer happy hour, and they will when New Orleans gets its power back. Some of New Orleans the eastern part of the city is getting power back today, which is being recorded on September 1st. This is being recorded September 1st after the hurricane of the 29th and 30th, because it was an overnight storm. Quality level seems about the same. The price point is probably about the same. This is a 750, that's a 1 liter. But if you got both of them in a 750, I guess the Delacore might be about $3 cheaper. And I think the Fundador has a more pronounced oak. It's Solera, so there's no age statement. That means they've got racks of barrels stacked like that, like a waterfall, and they dump, they age and dump, and age and dump, and age and dump. So you have very old, might be 30-year aged, and at the top the new. So you can't give an age statement because you don't. I mean, you could call it 3-month-old brandy, you know, because the top one might only put in there for 3 months, and then a year, and then 2 years, and 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and so on. So they can't give an age statement. Same thing with sherry. They do the same method with sherry. So there's too many. There's no vintage. You know what I'm saying? Sherry doesn't have a vintage, is what I mean, which is the same as an age statement. Basically, they can't give a vintage because of the dumping Solera method. It's basically a tie, honestly. So if you see, and I noticed they both have the same cream color label, cream color, different shade of that. Another shade of that, I guess that's a brandy thing, I don't know. It's kind of like a bottle and bond whiskey, oftentimes would be a white label. And then the base model whiskey oftentimes would be a green label, the Jack Daniel's green label, Evan Williams green label. So an ice beer usually be black, silver, white combination. Well, it's a tie, so if you see either one of these and you're interested, just go with, well, buy both, I guess, if you'd like, but I would go with the one that's cheaper. So whoever is cheaper is going to win, and it's going to be the Delacore. So Delacore wins, whether I can tell it apart or not. Delacore is the winner due to the lower price point, but it's not a big difference, really. In a practical sense, it might be a tie. In a technical sense of cutting it thin, then a close call, then Delacore wins. So let's see. This should not say D on it, but it does. So I mean, yeah, it does. I said Delacore had the toffee flavor. Sorry, Storm got me kind of cagoot. Yeah, so right. This one had the oak. That one had the toffee. So the Delacore might not have quite the elaborate flavor, but it's so close, it's practically a tie. It is essentially a tie. So thanks for watching this recorded Taste Challenge. Can't do any lives for now. So the next one up is Brandy St. Louis versus Delacore. Now I think Brandy St. Louis is going to win. That was, well, I got it for cheap. I got this for $20.99, but that's an added discount. Most stores got it up into the mid-20s, but I got a little cheaper. So you would assume that's going to win. And this is being shipped all the way from Spain. It was still $13.99. But like I say, Savannah Discount has unusually low prices. This one's about $33. I got it for $29, and I got this one for cheap at Savannah Discount, about 35% off the normal price. So got to take that into account. But we know Martell is going to be the price leader on all of these. If you get a 750 of Martell, no, Take that back. I think Ciroc is going to be the price leader here. Probably overpriced because of the name, buying the name brand, but well, it's still pretty good stuff. Really good stuff, worth the $30. So thank you for watching this video production. Laissez les bon temps relate, and I'm going to end this review by saying, do not come down to southeastern Louisiana at this time.